Okay, good afternoon. Labor and Technology has a 3 p.m. agenda. It is Friday, April 4th, 2025. We're in conference room 224. Okay, for consideration of 4 governor's messages. Okay, this meeting is being streamed live on YouTube. In the unlikely event that we have to abruptly end this hearing due to technical difficulties, the committee will reconvene to discuss any outstanding business at 3 p.m. on April 8th in room 224, and a public notice will be posted on the legislature's website. There will be a 1-minute testimony limit for testifiers, but we'll go over that for the actual nominees, for they will be providing a short statement, and that will be unlimited. So you can go on for 2 minutes or more, depending, okay? All right. First one is Governor's Message 727. Okay, submitting for consideration and confirmation to the Hawaii Retirement Savings Board. Okay, gubernatorial nominee Barbara Krieg for a term to expire on June 30th, 2029. Okay, we do have the nominee. Please proceed.
Good afternoon, Chair Aquino and the members of the committee who are participating. I am Barbara Krieg. I am proud to announce that I have been on the Hawaii Retirement Savings Program Board of Trustees for the past 2 years. I am very grateful that the governor has nominated me for another term, for a 4-year term, and I also just wanted to thank anybody who had submitted testimony in my support today. You should have my resume, and I also submitted a statement as testimony reiterating my background, and just to highlight, hopefully to keep it under a minute, I do have experience with programs of this sort, having served on the Board of Trustees of the Deferred Compensation Plan for several years when I was the Human Resources Director of the state back in 2011 to 2014. I am deeply committed to this program. I believe that it is a very important program that has the capability of making the difference in financial security or not for the retirements of hundreds of thousands of our residents, and that we're only at the beginning of this program that hopefully will become entrenched in our communities in the same manner that we have, as an example, the ERS. I'm happy to answer any questions, but as I've said in my statement, I hope that I can continue to serve on this program's Board of Trustees. It's a wonderful program, and I believe that I can give some value to make sure that we do operationalize the program as quickly and efficiently as possible.
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, up next we have Director, Department of Labor and Industrial Relations, or designee.
Hello, Chair Aquino, members of the committee, David Rodriguez for the Department of Labor and Industrial Relations.
Okay, thank you very much. Hawaii Retirement Savings Board, Executive Director.
Chair, Vice Chair, members of the committee, the board will stand on its written testimony and show support of Ms. Krieg's confirmation.
Okay, thank you very much. ARP Hawai'i.
Audrey Sivana Hidal for ARP, we stand on testimony and strong support of Ms. Krieg's nomination.
Okay, thank you very much. We have testimony from Corianne Lau. Okay, Annette Anderson, both in support. Susan Pang Gotros. Diane Winter Brookins, both in support. And we have late testimony from a David Brookshire, Connor, okay, also in support. Okay, any others wishing to testify? GM 727. Okay, seeing none. Any questions, colleagues? I have a quick question for the nominee. Thank you again for being here. Specifically, there's a bill that's moving along, Senate Bill 855, and you're very familiar with the language of the bill and the purpose, truly. So why, maybe you can, just for edification and for the edification of those who are in here, why would the opt-out position or the opt-out provision be necessary specifically?
Well, there are a couple of reasons that it is important and necessary. First of all, the whole concept of what we call an auto-enroll, where it's an opt-out, has become the gold standard for retirement savings programs, not only for these state-run auto IRAs, but also in 401k programs and all retirement savings programs. They're more effective. It's easier for employees then to be participants in the program. And studies have shown that many more dollars come into those programs much more quickly than if there were to be an opt-in. The specific reason it would be important for us here in Hawaii is that as currently drafted as an opt-in, we're the outlier among other states. And for a small state such as our own, the best realistic option for having an affordable program and a program that can be operationalized as quickly as possible is to enter into a compact with other states. So the smaller states have now gotten to the point where they're entering into compacts with each other so that you share an administrator, you share investment options, you achieve economies of scale, and as the expenses of operating the program are much less, and again, more efficient program. As the outlier with an opt-in, it is not clear that, first of all, we would be welcomed into a compact, and if we were, whether it wouldn't be more expensive. It just complicates our ability to do that. If we as a state were to be forced to go to a standalone program where we're having to do, the RFPs for private administrator and investment options, we would not have a cost-effective program that way. We're just not that attractive a market then to the organizations that we would need to run the program.
What are you hoping you would accomplish in this upcoming term?
Within the next 4 years, I guarantee you, we would have an operationalized, fully operating, robust retirement savings program with tens of thousands of participants and many hundreds of thousands of dollars in savings.
Okay, thank you very much. Members, any other questions? Seeing none, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, up next, we have Governor's Message 744. Okay, submitting for consideration and confirmation to the Hawaii Workforce Development Council nominee Amber Akana for a term to expire on June 30th, 2029. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, sorry, Mr. Chair and the Chairman and the Labor Board Committee of Tech. Thank you for this opportunity to speak today. I'm honored to be considered for this position on the Hawaii Workforce Development Council, and I'm deeply passionate about the maritime industry and its essential role in Hawaii's economy. My commitment to promoting diversity, inclusion, and workforce development within the maritime sector has been central to my career. I'm dedicated to ensuring that the workforce development programs in Hawaii are inclusive, equitable, and responsive to the needs of our diverse industry, communities, and working families. Hawaii's workforce is one of the greatest assets, and it's crucial that we invest in training opportunities that empower workers to thrive in an ever-evolving job market. The experience I've gained from working in this field, particularly in creating opportunities for women and unrepresented groups, has prepared me to make meaningful contributions to this council. I'm committed to supporting policies and address the unique challenges faced by Hawaii's working families, ensuring they have resources, skills, and support they need to succeed. I look forward to collaborating with others and helping to shape policies that support the growth, sustainability, and resilience of our workforce. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you very much. Okay, up next, we have the Department of Labor and Industrial Relations.
David Rogers with EIR. We stand our testimony support.
Okay, thank you very much. United Public Workers. Okay, Ta'etuli Tafai, in support. We have HGEA.
Chair members, HGA will stand in support.
Okay, thank you very much. Hawaii State Fed, AFL-CIO, President Randy Pereira. Okay, in support. Mario Higa, Marine Firemen's Union.
We stand by our statement. Our support.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Carol Phillips, testifying for the Hawaii Nurses Association. Okay, in support. Randy Swindell, Hawaii Ports Maritime Council. In support. Patrick Max Weisbarth,
Patrick X. Weisbach with Sailors Union of the Pacific. I stand with the written testimony in support of Amber.
Okay, thank you very much. Edward Romson. Okay, Le Fa'aanu. Okay, also in support. Any others wishing to testify? Yes. Welcome back.
On the other side of the table. Good afternoon, Chair Aquino, Vice Chair Lee, and members of the committee. My name is Banette Misalucha, Executive Director of the Workforce Development Council. Our written testimony was submitted today, but I just wanted to reiterate how strongly we support the nominee, and that the nominee, along with the two other nominees who are on the hearing notice, have been appropriately vetted by AFL-CIO as mandated by federal mandates. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, any others wishing to testify? Okay, seeing none. Colleagues, any questions? Okay, let's move on to the next governor's message. Okay, GM 717, consideration and confirmation. Again, for the Workforce Development Council, nominee is Scott Collins. Term to expire on June 30th, 2028.
Chair, Vice Chair, members of the committee, my name is Scott Collins, and I've been fortunate enough to serve on the Hawaii Workforce Development Board since 2022, I believe. It's been a great experience, and I hope to continue. I'm very fortunate the governor decided to reappoint me to this board, and with all of my background and experience in the public sector union, I think I can provide valuable experience to the board, and especially with all the challenges we have with filling our government workforce coming up. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, up next, again, we have Department of Labor and Industrial Relations, Director Butai, or his designee, excuse me, GM 717.
David Gordon, the PLR, extend our customer support, Scott Collins.
Thank you very much. Keith DeMello. Okay,
Keith DeMello is not here, but I,
speak on
on his
behalf.
behalf, right, Workforce Development Council strongly supports and stands on its written testimony.
Okay, thank you very much. Up next, we have HGDA.
Chair, Vice Chair, members, HJ is in strong support. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. United Public Workers. Okay, Tuli Tafai. Okay, in support, Hawaii State Fed, AFL-CIO, Randy Pereira. Okay, also in support, Hawaii Nurses Association, Carol Phillips. Okay, Randy Swindell of the Hawaii Ports Maritime Council. Okay, both in support. William Roll, individual testimony in support. Any others wishing to testify? Okay, seeing none, members, any questions? Okay, seeing none, thank you very much. Let's move on to the very last one. Governor's message 728, consideration and confirmation to, again, the Hawaii Workforce Development Council. Nominee is Pane Meatonga III for a term to expire on June 30th, 2029. Members and also members of the public, he did reach out to our office and let us know that he is currently traveling to Washington, D.C. on union business, and he really wished he could be here. But there's numerous testimonies in support, and we're going to go through them right now. Up first, we have Department of Labor and Industrial Relations. Okay, thank you very much. Keith DeMello, again, for Workforce Development Council.
Banette Misalucha, on behalf of the Workforce Development Council, standing on a written testimony, strong support.
Okay, thank you. Okay, United Public Workers in support. HGA.
HJ will stand as testimony.
Okay, thank you very much. Hawaii Nurses Association, Carol Phillips, in support. Laie Community Association, Verla Moore, in support. Hawaii State Fed AFL-CIO, President Randy Pereira, in support. Activities and Attractions Association of Hawaii, Inc., Antoinette Davis, in support. Okay, Operating Engineers, Local 3, Anatuya Sosopo. Okay, also in support, Alfred Grace of Polynesian Cultural Center. In support, Hawaii Lesset. Also in support, Randy Swindell of the Hawaii Ports Maritime Council. Also in support, Hawaii Regional Council of Carpenters. Okay, support, Pacific Resource Partnership, Andrew Pereira. Okay, in support, Christian Fern of UPA. Okay, in support, Lee John Williamson, Julie Morikawa, Joy Kimura. Okay, all in support. Any others wishing to testify? Okay, seeing none, members, any questions? Okay, no questions? Wow. Must be Friday. Just kidding, colleagues. Okay, we're gonna take a brief recess. Okay, reconvening our 3 p.m. agenda for decision-making. Okay. Up first, we have Governor's Message 727, consideration and confirmation to the Hawaii Retirement Savings Board nominee Barbara Cree for a term to expire June 30th, 2029. Members, the recommendation is to advise and consent. Okay. Any questions or concerns, colleagues? Seeing none, Vice Chair for the vote. Chair votes aye.
Voting on GM 727, the recommendation is to advise and consent. Chair and Vice Chair vote aye. Senator Ihara?
Aye.
Senator Moriwaki?
Aye.
And Senator Favela?
Aye.
Chair, the recommendation is adopted.
Okay, thank you very much. Moving on to Governor's Message 744. Okay, consideration and confirmation to the Hawaii Workforce Development Council nominee Amber Akana for a term to expire on June 30th, 2029 as well. Members, the recommendation is to advise and consent. Okay. Questions or concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair.
Voting on GM 744, recommendation is to advise and consent. Chair and Vice Chair vote, noting all members present, are there any reservations or no's? Seeing none, the recommendation is adopted.
Okay, thank you very much, colleagues. Moving on to GM 717, considering confirmation to, again, the Hawaii Workforce Development Council nominee Scott Collins for a term to expire on June 30th, 2028. Recommendation is to advise and consent. Questions or concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair.
Voting on GM 717, recommendation is to advise and consent. Noting all members present, are there any reservations or no's? Seeing none, the recommendation is adopted.
Thank you very much, colleagues. And on to the last, GM 728. Okay, consideration and confirmation to the, again, Hawaii Workforce Development Council nominee Panemea Tonga III for a term to expire on June 30, 2029. Recommendation is to advise and consent. Okay, Vice Chair for the vote.
Voting on GM 728, the recommendation is to advise and consent. Noting all members present, are there any reservations or no's? Seeing none, the recommendation is adopted.
Okay, so on behalf of the Labor and Technology Committee, we'd like to again congratulate all the nominees, okay, both present and not present. Congratulations, thank you for your hard work and dedication and willingness to support the state of Hawaii. Okay, thank you very much. No further business, we're adjourned.